Hello,
Hi.
and welcome back to our playthrough of Starcraft 1.
It's good to see you.
We are done with the Terran campaign,
Yes.
and we have started playing through the Zerg campaign. So, Greg's actually going to start this time.
Oh yeah.
You want to kind of recap where we are?
Yeah. Story-wise, actually, we are we are mission 3 of the Zerg campaign, I believe.
We've been carrying around an egg. We don't know why.
A chrysalis.
I think it's an egg.
It's a chrysalis.
Okay, fine. So that means
Yes,
it's
it's a
definitely
chrysalis.
a butterfly.
Is by definition,
By
it's
definition.
not a moth.
Exactly.
They have cocoons. No, so we have we are our character, when we have a player character now, is a brand new Cerebrate of the Overmind that is designed for one specific purpose, which is to take care of this chrysalis or cocoon. I think they call it a chrysalis. I really do.
They do.
Yeah, cool. So we got it off of Tarsonis, which is where it was, which was the old Confederacy capital, right? That got sacked at the end of the Terran campaign, because there were still some Confederates and some Protoss there. We protected it, got it off world, and pulled back to a planet called Char, which is volcanic. In the StarCraft 1 booklet, it mentions Char as the homeworld of the Zerg. Or no, it doesn't. Just kidding. It mentions the homeworld of the Zerg is volcanic like Char. It's called Xeris, but Xeris is a volcanic world, an ash world, and Char is going to be very similar, but it's within the Kruger sector. So this is the home base of the Zerg. You can see here. We've met a couple other Cerebrates, Daggeth and Zaz. Daggeth
Just
is
look like
kind of
little meat blobs.
Yep, they look kind of gross and very alien, and the Overmind talks like he's God.
Because he kind of is.
Yep, pretty much. Oh, the Chrysalis has been sending out psychic emanations. So this current mission we're going to do, we'll see this, but it is called out to Mensk and just Mensk.
Okay.
Totally just Mensk. Yeah,
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
Now
It will be revealed.
yeah, someone else.
Cool.
But Mensk sent Duke to Char, which did I mention this on stream? That there's a problem here with the Zerg that will be continual, but that we just have the Zerg as this all just empowered, like complete. The only thing they can do is exterminate entire worlds, right?
Right.
And Protoss, the only way that Protoss can even handle them is by exterminating, glassing a planet, right?
Right.
They can't even fight it, and the Confederacy just used the Zerg to annihilate, or sorry, the Dominion just used the Zerg to annihilate the Confederacy, right? Because they couldn't do it themselves. And now Duke, in this mission briefing we're about to see, got sent by Mensk because Mensk thought there might be some Zerg over here.
Right.
Which, if you're adding it up, is like,
Why would you
hey,
do that?
yeah, there's like, hey, it's, like there's this big nest of Black Widow spiders that have killed, like, I just killed my boss with,
Yeah.
all these Black Widows. And I think I saw some over there, so you should go check that out.
Yeah. See if maybe we can get rid of some of those.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, that
Anyway.
doesn't quite add up.
So there's a problem with the Zerg being a playable race, actually, and having to have some motion and be victorious, and having to be defeated. That's actually a big problem with sci-fi in general. Is a galactic, and that's a bigger conversation. But where's the sound?
Oh, I turned it down a little. For testing.
Just the testing. Starcraft original. Muxel,
Heck yes.
Zerg, the New Dominion. Okie dokie. With Protoss forces beaten scattered. Oh, also no
You have to click to advance. So
Overmind has withdrawn the swarms to the remote ash world of Char.
Char. And the Char were also a race in Guild Wars.
Oh yeah, the hyena things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are great. You can play as those in Guild Wars too.
Oh, cool. Wow, okay. So
That's it.
That was short.
We're on Char.
Expecting that to be longer.
Yep.
Behold the power of that which is yet unborn. For the swirling images that flow forth from the chrysalis are only a shadow of the sleeper's true power.
The psionic emanations of the chrysalis have reached out into the depths of space and lured our enemies to us. Even now, we are aware of their plans.
All squadrons close formation. Scan for hostiles. Emperor Arcturus believes that there's Zerg out here, so it's our job to flush We'll show these critters that they can't run from the truth.
We can't
Didn't
run from
They
the
just
Dominion.
ate everything.
Terran forces.
They can't run from us.
Remember? Like, wasn't
They
the
don't run. At no point have they retreated.
yeah?
Entire...
Well, wasn't the opening of the Zerg that it consumed 9 of the 13 Confederate worlds?
Yes.
Those darn Zerg. All right.
Always running away like little rabbits.
Yep. Like we'll get them.
Little vermin.
Yeah, on their volcano hell planet. Alrighty, so time to protect the Chrysalis and eliminate the Terrans. Yes, Zerg! I'm so excited. I haven't played Zerg yet.
Yeah, that's right. This is your favorite.
Favorite. This is my favorite. Alrighty, we got drones, we got our overlords, some hydralisks, we got...
Yeah, Greg is going to be much more adept at managing these.
Ooh, a mature
creatures.
Chrysalis.
A mature Chrysalis.
Yeah, we can't move it. Remember the old one we could move around?
Oh, you can't move it now?
Nope.
Interesting.
It's pulsing. That's gross. Ew.
Oh, it looks like a...
I do enjoy how well they did the Zerg. How gross and alien they feel in this particular one. And we have... Oh, mutants. Yay, mutants!
Another day of hoping that my computer holds together long enough for us
To finish a mission. Okay, so we're on the southern border here. That's good. Oh, jeez, what the heck? Oh, boy.
It's giving us more trouble now
Yep.
than it was.
Not bode well. So let's go and scatter it. Some glitching units. Was changing the graphics ever do anything, or did it not? Hey, it's one of these guys. Remember we saw Ragnasaur in
Oh,
the...
that's right. That's a Pokemon.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's
In, the, Jacob's installation. The Terran campaign.
Is this sound effect in World of Warcraft at all? Because I feel like it's so familiar.
Very well might be, actually. Oh, hello. Hi, guys. See how fast the meter is returns.
I'm having flashbacks of being on like 1,000 needles and fighting harpies. I would totally believe this sound effect was used for harpies.
Am I already reaching? Like, is this the hurt one? Oh no, that's okay. Good. I was like, jeez, that regen's insane. Alrighty, let's get one Zergling.
One Zergling.
2 Zergling. I don't really know.
You might want to
Zerg.
get some gas.
Maybe. I don't really know Zerg macro in Star Wars.
Star Wars.
And good old Star Trek Wars. Just getting another hatch ASAP here. Zerglings with creepy ass hands in Starcraft 1. Alrighty, so we have something we were talking about last week, a little bit before.
We require more minerals.
Do we have? Was we were talking.
We require more minerals.
Oh, because interesting. It doesn't. So the minerals don't drop until the building starts. It appears. And then I built 3 more drones, and then I was short 150 minerals.
Wow, guys.
1 marine. Shit, I can't heal stuff, can I?
It'll slowly regen, right?
It will, but it's slow. Can you upgrade these? Really? Well, melee. Well, missiles actually. Oh shoot. Mark's computer's trying to update.
Oh, it's updating. That's what's doing it.
Was it control? Or wait, Alt F4.
Oh, it's at to it's gonna close it. Don't do that.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so how do I just get out of this window?
You'd have to Alt tab.
There we go. Alt tab. Can we?
Just 4.
Thank you. All right, cool. We're good. Sorry. Hatch. Do we have a spire? We don't even have a spire, do we?
You can do Aspire to greater things.
Oh! Don't have any gas.
Overlords are just a weird unit.
Oh yeah, aren't they weird?
They're weird in a way that I appreciate.
Well, they look look at them as just units, right?
Yeah.
And then their face though is like weird and elephant.
Yeah.
Like,
A la fun
and yeah, like a pachyder.
Pachyder.
Yeah. This is not actually that many minerals. Huh? Why?
So you can try switching the graphics and see what happens. So it's easy enough.
one more round as they're going balls. Or overlords. Overlords are cool too. I'll make some overlords. Can we just kill all the processes behind it? Uh-oh.
There you go.
What was that?
I just unplugged one of the monitors.
Oh,
GPU's
took
on
that
the
one out.
GPU.
You think it was a GPU?
Yeah.
See, that's still not good. Alrighty, time to start actually building some other stuff. Yeah, we have hydro. Actually, do I really need anything? Hydro chamber. On the layer. SD. Overloads. A hatchery is upgrading. It will not produce any more larvae, but the larvae it's already produced can still be more.
Interesting.
That's these eggs. These eggs always have 200 health. Actually, I think that's significantly more. I don't know if they have armor, but they're very difficult to kill, actually. Right. And...
Harder to kill even than the unit that's going to come out of them.
Yes, yeah. I'm gonna put 3 in gas. I like the little eating sound effect there. Is that gonna be good? For gas? Yes.
Yeah, looks like it.
Alrighty. Send all my overlords in a big pack. They just sit there, and it's great. Alright, so what do I do? Not the hive cluster! Oh god. Still everything. Oh, come on. Our mute is doing that one hurting. Uh-oh. So this is a problem that they will fix in Starcraft 2.
Which is?
Ooh, look at all the Overlord stuff.
Why would you need Overlord upgrades?
Speed for scouting, and but then you have sight range and transportation.
Scouting with Overlords?
Yeah.
Did you do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually the very first thing you do in a Zerg match is you send your first Overlord out to scout. So you can go over air, and they're super easy and cheap to produce.
And they have a lot of health?
A decent amount of health. You'll lose the one that's going to be your scout. But they're also detectors, so that's important.
Oh, interesting.
And then they're on Hydralisk. So oh, Zerg macro is so much easier. Especially when you centralize everything. Remember how we couldn't select multiple buildings in a single? Now I can just put my hatch on like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And then, I do want Mutalisks.
Can you even get Mutalisks right now?
I cannot. I need a Spire.
We need more.
And according to... I think that's the overnight up. Didn't I just make 3 more? Oh no, I did Hydralisk. You. No, you're on gas. Don't do that. VS Spire. Are you doing anything? They have much less clear. So the other interesting thing about Zerg, just in terms of unit management, like game management, is you always have to be deciding whether you're going to be making econ or military, right?
Right.
No one else has that problem. You can always be creating econ out of your command center or your Nexus as Protoss. As Zerg, you have to either be droning or militarizing.
Yeah.
But it comes in larger and faster waves, right? So
Right.
3 pop at a time, 3 pop at a time, so on and so forth.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So Zerg both play and feel distinct mechanically, I believe, which I really like. Oh, yeah. Weird. Thought I had more. And I should probably get another Evo chamber up, honestly. They're cheap, I believe. Yeah, 75, so that's fine.
Just to get more upgrades, like in parallel.
Yes, sir. Because there's always 2 upgrades, right, a piece?
Right.
Or at least 2 big. Evo chambers have 3 actually that I can get. And it takes so long in this game. You know, I should make some Zerg ones too. Alright, so I got my full Hydralisk force here. Mutalisk 3, and then we're just gonna set up that Zerg ones actually. How's the econ I'm doing? Oh, gas, but gas is going as fast as it can. Spawn an overlord. Let's make one overlord. Batch! And then those are they have so many minerals. Meanwhile, actually, you know what else I'm going to do? Just because... Probably taking way too long on this very, very simple first mission, but, come along, drones. We are going to... Where's theirs? Good colonies. They've been attacking over here. So, we'll build defenses, because we can actually do that this year. These are all spore, right? So these all shoot up.
Right.
But, any one of these attacks would have been stopped by... Uh-oh. What the shit was that?
Vulture.
Oh, vultures.
Is that right there?
No, they don't have tanks, we're fine. Yeah, we're still fine with tanks, but that's fine. Did I lose? Oh, no, Yes, yes! Swarm! Oh, I can only do 12 this one, though. So, sunken colonies, there we go. Me to you boys. Good stuff. Alright, so
You
Spire
should
should
be
be
doing
up.
your upgrades.
Thank you, I should. Carapace and... How to list to where our damage are is...
Okay.
And,
Not much. There you go.
use the
You're
list.
good now.
Okay, 100. Alright, well, that's enough. Let's go kill stuff. Come on, boys. Ooh, this is another... No, it looks like a geyser, doesn't it?
That looks like it, yeah.
Attack! Pop those the weasels. Oh, there's my guy. Oh, second base. Fantastic. Good stuff. Put that away. And build the hatch. Yep. Now get more larvae as well, so that's fun. How the frick do I get down? Oh, there's ramp over there. Dude, the ramps are so hard to find in this game.
Yeah, they are.
Aren't they? I swear it's not the first time it's happened. Utilisks.
It's funny that as bad as the
path.
pathing is, it can still help you find ramps like that.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know how fast my Zerglings are. Dude, Zerglings are the best. So fun. Oh no! Kill it! Kill all of it!
Oh, your Zerglings are toast.
Oh yeah, they're gone. That's fine. Nope, don't do that. Pull back. Idolisk too expensive. Go back to the Pokemon! Quickly! I really only do... I mean, more fast speed gas. I was building drones. Drones don't need jack! Oh yeah.
You have a hatch up north now.
Yeah. Do I?
Yeah.
It's so strange to me that they only,
Oh, it's not done yet.
Oh, Scourge, that's why. I built Scourge. Makes sense. Yes, they sure are. Oh, there's a tank. Okay, I knew it. Let's go kill a tank. Oh! Okay. No, don't kill the tank. Alright.
They were prepared for you.
They saw that coming. It's almost like they knew. What that noise? Yeah? Outside? Thunder? Was it thunder?
I think they might have a storm coming yet.
Na 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 na. Get up there, you become an extractor. Good boy.
When I grow up, I want to be an extractor.
Oh, crap, I made Scourge. That's annoying. Alright, that's actually acceptable. Are they now? What? Oh, good, Scourge! Scourge them! I'm gonna use my Scourge. Watch this. Boom! Boom! Peace. Does Scourge cost gas? It must have, because it said not enough gas. Very quick. Alright, well. Good to know they're gonna be attacking north here, or attacking,
Oh, you got
Ruh-roh! Please kill everyone. Pull back! Quickly! Oh shit, no, not you. Doing alright, doing alright. Yeah. Pop. Alright, what am I doing? I am mining more gas. Is what I'm doing. we are going to build more mutalisks. A batch of mutas and a batch of circling crossbow. We're going to do up to level 2 right now. That's fine. Oh yeah, I was going to throw in. Dang, this is annoying.
So that might be gas.
No, I need to build some defenses first. But I need creep to do that. Wow, really? How the frick are you supposed to get creep out there if you can't? Yeah, whatever. About 5 SD, 6 SD. Throwing in like there's no tomorrow. Do more flyer attacks. Do a little bit more missile attack. Can't do. Roll in seconds. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Pop, 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 pop. Nom, 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 nom. Oh my god, I have so many drones.
Any attack from another.
Right now? Where?
Not that far north right there. Oh,
No,
that's a rag.
that's the rag. That's the Pokemon.
Radagast. Ragnarok.
Regasaur. Ragnalicious. We're gonna make these not sunkins. We're gonna make them spores.
Which is AA, right?
AA, indeed. Alright, actually I think I have way too many drones. But, it'll be alright. Okay, so, here's the bed. I'm gonna get Burrow actually for... Yeah, that was Thunder. Rain. I don't know, it's supposed to storm tonight. Did you?
Yeah, you never know what the weather's gonna be around here.
I know, but like, we just haven't had a storm.
Yeah, we have.
I feel like I have more mutalisks, don't I? Alright. 3. 1. Alright, I'm gonna set 5, 6 up top here. You have 3 new friend requests, Mark.
I never
Can you believe it?
respond to those.
Zerglings.
You have so many Zerglings.
Heck yeah, man. They are the best. I like Zerglings. This is the problem with these missions. That there's like no attacking, right? Like there's very little pressure, right?
Right.
So I can really quickly basically turtle up, and then I upgrade everything, and then I go attack. Which is probably really boring to watch. And I apologize on behalf of everyone watching. Except for you, Mark.
You don't apologize.
I do not apologize. Yes! Kill them. Just waste some turns.
Yeah.
Good thing we got more. To the front, my friends. Come on. Ah, surround, destroy. Surround, destroy. You're always supposed to like kind of move them to get to the point where they surround, and then attack move, and then collapse.
Sure.
Ooh, we might get the tank. I can't.
Wow, that actually went really quick.
Oh man, thanks. Good tank. Wow, they got a lot. Oh shoot, man, they got a lot of
Yeah,
tanks.
like 4 tanks.
It's actually well fortified.
It's alright.
we
Just
need
keep
mutas.
throwing Zerlings at it.
Yeah, that might be not a bad idea. I'm going
Seem
to
to work well.
I'm gonna get 4 more mutas.
They definitely have missile turrets. Let's get rid of that.
Yeah. No, you do not become Sir. Everyone else becomes her.
So, I think you have some more upgrades to purchase now.
I think I'm done. No, I'm not. Actually, we'll want Carapace. I want Overlord and stuff? I don't know. You guys just chill. Yay! So happy. It would be really nice if I could put them all on more. We talked about this last time, right? The swarm armies do not take nearly as well to
Yeah, the 12 limit.
the fact that you can only have 12.
Yeah.
Where'd my mutas go? In there. 3. I'll wait for Carapace. There's another Zergling. Bust. Stay away. What's this way? And the blue of the Ragnasaur is really messing me up. Oh god.
And this whole ridge is just set up to.
All tanks? Oh, and bunkers. Wow, look at that, man. Look at that. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do.
That is very well fortified.
Will you allow me a indulgence?
Sure. I mean, what is it?
I'm just gonna build max Zerglings and send them like 1 through 9.
Oh my
and
God.
send just a wave, just keep on. I'm gonna send as many Zerglings as you can possibly make.
Okay.
And see if I can't break that with Zerglings. It's not the most efficient way to do this, but it's really cool. In the meantime, we have our Mutalisks. The Spire will upgrade to a greater Spire eventually. Allow us to get more advanced air units. It's the only one that does that. Everything else will, you just have to build a different structure. Get the thing.
Should you build more hatcheries if this is your goal?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Also, you're out of minerals here.
Yeah, that's true. I have 3,000. How many do I have? Oh, I'm out of minerals, period. Shoot.
Maybe you don't want to do this.
I know. That's less fun. Excuse me.
Angry horse.
I'm going to try. I'm just gonna try a Devil Swarm. No. Oh, that was my first one. Let's do go down 3. Go down 4. We'll do 1, 2. Oh, not a. Not a Hydros. Alright, gonna have all of our upgrades. Oh my gosh, some of them? No, not our forces. Why does that keep on happening? No, everything killed that. Yeah, there we go. Work, boys. Great. That's C. 6. C. 7. Alright. Oh, did I lose a Hydralisk? Yeah, right. Oh, no, I didn't. I just didn't have him. Ooh, I think burrowing actually. Yeah. I think that makes him regen faster. Maybe not.
Does it make them untargetable?
Yeah, they're infiltrated. And detectors can see them. And they can shot. But, actually, I have to really have these guys on creep to be healing. Come on. There you go. 1. Be gone. Oh, you're still trapped. There we go. Good boy.
You got 2 over there, though, Jack.
Yes. Yes, I know that. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're cute little guys, aren't they? Aren't they kind of cute, Mark?
They're a little cute.
They're a little bit cute. I'm just gonna make you 3. Rip the Hydralisks. You are my sacrificial lamb. Alright, so we got 36 Zerglings.
Our forces are under attack.
Snipe this. Kill. Run! No! Alright, we're good. Alright. That'll help. Oh, should I put it?
Our forces are under attack.
Go, my Zerglings!
They're so thinned out.
Go! Go! Kill one of them!
Jeez.
Oh, that's a straggler. Oh, that did not work. How many minerals we got left? 2,000 on one patch? That's bizarre. That's a lot of drones. Oh, spread the creep.
They do that?
I mean, they become creep columns.
Oh, sure. That is a nice thing. If you have, like, with the Terran, if you have too many SCVs, the only thing you can do really is kill them.
Yeah, that's a
Or
good
just
point,
let
actually.
them
It's actually
feed.
just better to annihilate them, isn't it?
In this case, you can actually turn them into something very useful.
Build other creatures.
And it still takes away from your population gap.
That's a good point. I thought that. Cool. Well, so just Hydralisks? Right?
Yeah, I think strategic use of Mutalisks and Hydralisks are going to be
That's kind of my only option.
the way to go.
Okie dokie. Well,
You need to figure out some answers to their missile turrets.
yeah, that'll be Hydralisks.
Do you have all your upgrades?
Yeah.
Wait, no you don't. You just on the screen with a bunch of upgrades.
That was the lair with its overlord upgrades, which I do not need.
Okay.
Yep, Eva Chamber's done, Hydralisk Den's done, Zerg, Spire. So on and so forth. Build another hatch. I think we can support it. Now they've built all the creep colonies. That's interesting. Well, we got plenty of drones just in case. 5, that's 8, 6, 7, that's 8. Are we going on gas? A lot of gas, less minerals, actually. So better hope that these Hydralisks.
Well, they're fully upgraded.
2-2? Almost.
Oh, I guess 3-3 would be full.
Yeah.
You can't get that.
See, this is interesting. This is interesting because they built, just design-wise, right? They built this thing that encourages, you know, breaking through in the way that you want your Zerg to be feeling, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yet, you can't do that with Zerg. You can't do that with Zerglings, right?
What do you mean?
I mean, just the amount of Zerglings it would take to break that position is insane.
Yeah.
It would take probably 6 groups, 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Of them to make that work.
What's your point?
Then now I have to just feel like a Terran and build a bunch of Hydralisks, Marines,
Yeah.
right? Good Marines, and then go forward. I can't just do the swarmy thing
Right.
as much as I want to.
Which is much more distinctively Zerg.
Yes. 5, 6, 7, 8. I want to be my hatches. Everyone goes here. Huh, it's interesting. So the creep's not spreading over here at all.
Yeah, that is weird.
Likewise, the creep isn't spreading north here. In Starcraft 2, you can pretty much put creep anywhere. It actually flows up and down.
Huh.
Maybe it's just Zerg with overlords. So all of my overlords. Actually, not a bad idea. And then use my mules.
Yeah, just use your overlords as distraction.
Yeah.
Especially if you add those upgrades.
The speed.
Is
Speed.
defense gonna help?
What?
Or do you have is there
Armor?
a defense upgrade for overlords?
Yes. Actually, yep. They get the flyer armor. In the
Okay.
same way the Mutalisks would. So for the flying stuff.
What about the overlord specific upgrades? Is there one for 'em?
Nope. No. Speed, transportation, and
Oh, they can transport
sight.
their dropships?
Yep, they turn to dropships. So speed is kind of a necessity for a dropship, right?
Right.
Because this would be not too helpful as a.
I'm intimidated by
Yep,
this.
we're getting there. And then sight is interesting, I think, because they're detectors.
Yeah.
Be my guess. Yeah, it is interesting, actually. You know what? We're just gonna throw on speed, just in case we do something real quick. All right, here we go. March of the Hydralisks. That's a lot of Hydralisks. Some of you may die, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. No? What was that move? Name the move.
I don't know.
Oh, really?
Nope.
Correct?
Oh yeah, that's Lord Farquaad.
Where are the tanks, man? there he is. Oh, they just stemmed.
Our forces are under attack.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. God dang. There's another tank over here. Can't go too far this way. Bunkers.
Bunkers and a tank.
Oh, I'm just gonna have to lose a shit ton of units. I hate that.
Our forces are under attack.
Oh god. Oh god. Yep. Did not control that well. That has a lot of damage. Shit, man. Did we just lose?
I don't think so.
So many. Oh no! They made it!
Oh shoot, they responded with 2 tanks south?
Uh-huh. You're up. Good thing we got the extra drone. Good thing I don't have anything to shoot up, though.
Go to get those tanks, dude.
I'm utilist. Well, good thing I didn't commit the mutalists. That actually probably
Yeah, you
lost
probably would
there.
have lost them.
Well, how many of these we got? 6? How does this work? How many can do this at a time? Literally 1 at a time.
It's gonna take a bit.
So 3. Ah! Really right now? Ha! See? I knew it! I need overlords. Oh, they just stealth. Oh, no, they didn't. They were. Actually, no, they did, but I had a spore colony. Wow. I wonder if that was a timed thing or if I just really messed up with my timings.
No, I think there was in
Think they
response
responded?
to what, yeah.
Be pretty good AI for a 1998 game. Alright, well, that's all I have to do that. Meanwhile...
What is your goal here? Is it to eliminate everybody?
Kill everyone.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, dude. This is tough.
At least I think so. Yep. Wow, this is actually a lot harder than I thought it would be. I'm going to build more creep colonies. And turn them into sunkins.
Shouldn't... I mean, you don't have that many minerals. You'd be building a force you can move in with.
Sure. No, you're right.
Unless there might be more minerals somewhere else, I don't know.
None of them are easy to find. Half of this map is just lava. We don't say things like that on my world. We just have... Fuck.
Our world's made of lava.
Made out of lava.
YOLO, just what an interesting phrase.
What an interesting phrase. That's one healist. Oh, look at that, another
There
base.
we go, another base. Awesome.
Just done healist.
They do seem to be effective at the moment.
Very good against rings.
Okay, you're getting a little deep into the space here.
Killing marines so much.
Trying to occupy that is definitely going to be fun.
Yeah, I don't think I should be able to count on that, you know? Or I don't think I should count on that as actually being a sure thing. Shoot, man, what do I do?
Well, let those guys heal up. Make sure they're on the creep.
I don't know if creep matters to me though.
Really?
I don't know. Because they're flying.
Yeah. You have their defenses mapped out, more or less. This friggin' guy.
Oh, I sent him up because I thought I didn't have a detector. That's funny. Kill him. Yep. I mean,
Yeah, mutalists do seem to be.
they just do mutants?
Yeah.
How many, what are the 100, 75? I think I get more out of the mutalisks, honestly.
Yeah, well, you have excess
And I have a lot
gas.
of gas. Alright, so do mutants. Just do a bunch of...
A lot of mutants.
SM. This is two-handed
Acquire more minerals.
two-handed macro for all of you. It's such an interesting thing. They gave us a crap ton of minerals, but didn't spread them out, so that they just slowed our mineral line to 3, basically.
Let's have a look at their infrastructure. If you like look at what you can still see.
Let's take a look-see. Well, you guys are now honorary 1, but...
So, what about like down south? So are those all missile turrets? Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So
Those are all missile turrets. Alright. So, maybe you could
let's
throw
do-
some overlords in
no,
there.
I bet I could send an overlord, kill that. Yeah, just this ridge right here is rough, man.
Yeah.
And kill that and then drop Hydralisks?
Oh yeah, you could drop some hydralisks in there.
Or if I just have enough mutas, then it doesn't matter, but...
If you have enough mutas, nothing matters, Greg.
When everyone's mutas,
No
one wins. 1, 2, 0. 2.
Wow.
God, I wish I could turn gas into...
Minerals.
Minerals. Acknowledged. Yeah, stuff will die fast. Depends on how good my necro is. Yeah, let's play over here, just in the cases. Meanwhile, we are actually going to put up one more sunken colony. Just because the last one died, I believe. So many minerals. It's 50 minerals. Fast you guys heal. Not very fast. In 2, they have super rapid regeneration. Like you get them out of combat for maybe like half a minute and they're full health again. Like it'll be like... Maybe that Zergling rush was a bad move.
Yeah,
I'm getting the sense that maybe I should have put those minerals towards another group of mutalisks.
I still think you'd be able to pull this off.
I really hope these aren't AoE. Yeah. Oh, no, fall back. A lot of Marines. Need a beachhead. Run! There's a lot of mutalisks. That's a lot of Marines, man.
You just aggroed them, so I think they're gonna come at you now.
Think you're gonna come all the way?
Oh, I think those might send some.
Yeah. It's actually best case scenario for us.
You get the high ground?
No, because they're all split up in Antline.
Oh yeah.
Take no more damage. Dude, I don't freaking know what to do, man. Keep on moving north here?
Yeah, it seems like this is working.
So many.
So many dead Marines.
Oh shit, this guy.
Alright.
I think we're good.
Alright.
Look at all those tanks, man.
Oh, there's no missile turret.
I know. Did they pull all the Marines out of the bunkers? I think they did. Alright, I got this. GG. Wow, I only really lost a few mutalisks.
Your superiority, boys.
Yeah, man. Tanks don't shoot up. I bet you they did that on purpose to show us, because like the first 2 missions, like you just zerged the crap out of them, right?
Right,
You
and
zerglinged
you
them,
couldn't zerg.
and you could not do that. It did not work. No more wraiths, no more marines. Look how many mutalisks it takes. They're supposed to be harassers, not supposed to be kind of frontline units. 1, they're really expensive, they're 100. And 2, they are, they don't do a whole ton of damage, but they do bouncy damage, so they're really good at, you know, picking off.
What do you mean bouncy damage? Like AoE?
So watch their, see how their ammo bounces between units, it'll bounce twice. Oh, finally. Feels good.
Yes.
So getting them in on SCVs, for example, very, very good tactic. Mutalisk harass is really, really annoying to deal with. Right? Because SCVs are super squishy.
Right.
Mutalisk are really fast, so they can fall back, and then they'll get multiple kills. Oh yeah, come on. So safe in those tanks, are you? Wow, that base felt a lot harder to break than it had. Like, it had one barracks.
Right.
And one factory, and one starport. I felt like they were producing a lot more. You know? Like, as we kill. Oh, look at that. Wow, look at this. We're killing new barracks. Adorable.
Kill the vulture.
Where did that? Oh, they got a machine. The other thing about Mutalisks is they can shoot air, right? Which is great because when Terran buildings lift off, you can still shoot them.
Right. Surprised they didn't do that at all.
Losing 3 groups of Hydralisks was admittedly not my finest moment. But,
taking down the whole base with Mutalisks seems like
felt good.
a good way to do it.
I really have to kill everything.
Like that too.
At least seems to happen towards the end of the mission. You know what I'm saying?
Huh.
Are you kidding me?
Oh gosh.
Not the hive. Wow, really?
They're attacking the Chrysalises.
Well, oh shit, you're right. Oh, come on. Man.
Get things in over there. Oh,
I'm
you
doing
are.
it.
You are. I think you'll be alright.
Sorry, bastards. Fall back.
I bet that was scripted.
What?
Home celebrants, do not pursue them.
Celebrate, you must stay and relocate the chrysalis to a more secure location. Dagoth shall deal with
What was
the
Dagoth
remaining
this whole time?
Yeah, friggin' Dagoth, man.
Butchered entire brood. Ah, man, Zerg are fun.
They call you the butcher of the brood.
I like Zerg so much more. That is incredibly penile. Yeah, it doesn't help.
It doesn't help.
It's like the lighting too, you know.
You know.
Alrighty, we did it. Fall back, damn it. That was very strange timing. I don't think I must have gotten that last kill on a building. I don't think that was timed with the attack.
I think it was.
Maybe it was.
I think it was scripted.
Because those tanks weren't anywhere, right? Like, they weren't in the base.
Yeah,
There's no way they could have come. Right.
I think it was supposed to make you scramble like
Oh,
it did.
did we get a cutscene? We
Ooh,
got
got a cutscene.
No, fake cutscene.
More like a butt scene.
More like
Wait,
cut
what?
the feed. See, okay. Oh wait, no, this is a cutscene. This is real. This is a real one.
This boat is real.
We're inside the chrysalis.
Oh.
Volcanoes. I love the Hydralisk just like looks in. We're part of a hive mind, but they're still like curious.
Oh, you do the Hydralisk. You do that choice Hydralisk.
Huh. That one didn't make actually that much sense.
No, how are we seeing that?
From the
from space? Jimmy? Jimmy. That's who that is. It's Jimmy.
Seraphims, be warned. While Dagoth is occupied with the forces of the Dominion, the emanations of the chrysalis have called even more of our enemies to charge.
These tools shall
Maybe you guys should have friggin' thought about this before you started messing around with the chrysalis, right? Like, why isn't this thing somewhere else?
It is. You moved it to Chuck.
I know, but like, why don't they just take it away?
Where?
A different part of the universe.
Well, fine.
First must you stay your wrath and watch over the chrysalis a while longer. For the very hour of the sleeper's rebirth is at hand, and soon my greatest creation shall be loosed.
Yeah, so again, being a creator, there's sort of a god theme we
Uh-huh.
talked about.
Oh, yeah,
with
my
the
greatest creation.
Overlord.
Yeah, and that was the
Not the
lore
Overmind.
behind the Zerg too. Overmind, yeah.
Overmind.
That they consume and evolve and create until everything they both evolve as well as they're agents of stagnation, right? Because eventually they're gonna take everything over and everything's Zerg, and everything's just one. But they're also these like change agents. So you really don't know who's in the chrysalis, huh?
I mean, I have some idea now.
Okay, good.
Because they said Jimmy.
And you saw the face flash,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah. So it looks like Kerrigan.
There we go. Cool. His greatest creation.
Is
I remember how why
not
the
a
Zerg from
creation.
my original lore briefing that I gave you. Remember why the Zerg are in the Capulu sector in the first place?
To fight Protoss?
No.
No, I don't remember that.
The Protoss are too psionically powerful, and Zerg don't have anything that has psionics.
Oh yeah,
And
they've
humans were
abducted a
just
ghost.
begun. Yeah. There you go.
Uh-huh.
They
It's all
found
making
not just a
sense.
ghost, I don't know if this is retconned or not. It probably is, but Sarah is the single most powerful psychic Terran
Interesting.
that humanity's produced yet.
All right. Well, it looks like this is a timing mission where I
Uh-oh.
just have 10 minutes to survive.
No, you have 9 minutes and 55 seconds. Oh, is this going to be a rebirth?
Probably.
Wait, just look at the mission objective. Agents.
Ready to
Until
hatch.
ready? Yeah, sure, great.
Yeah. All right. Let's do it.
Alrighty. So now we get to get queens. So queens are your flying casters there.
Okay.
Super gross. They can spawn.
Oh, what is?
All right,
Oh.
all crews, stay frosty and keep your eyes peeled for our target.
Jimmy.
Remember, not only are we up against the Zerg here, but our old pal General Duke may be creeping around too. Let's hope this trip wasn't a big mistake.
Pause. So, Jimmy has just escaped, watched his love be sacrificed. He's just escaped Tarsonis barely, destroying the ion cannon. Everything that he fought for has turned out to be wrong.
Right.
And he's got this last band of survivors trying to figure out what to do against this Terran Dominion. And he has a dream, and they're like, let's go to the Zerg planet! Like, and all of his crew is like, alright, like, why?
Let's
why
do
we...
it.
So the Dominion's there, too. So, like, everyone who doesn't like us is there.
Yeah.
And,
Sounds
and
ideal.
the Zerg live here. And, so why are we going? Yeah, like, we have a good reason, right? A really good reason. It's like... I dream about a girl. who I kind of like, and she said Jimmy.
She said,
So-
Jimmy. Oh.
We're going.
That's what you call rustling your Jimmy.
Wrestling with Jimmys. So that's a knock against it, right? That's some weak ass storytelling. Now you
Yeah.
could be like the psychic emanations and like you feel something and senses it, but like yeah, it's stupid. It's a stupid reason to get. We're always talking about reasons to be fighting.
Yeah, that
The
doesn't
Terran,
seem
why the
very-
Zerg are fighting everyone. The Confederate one makes a little, or the Dominion one makes a little bit more sense. Still seems a little bit stupid, but Jimmy coming just because and risking the lives of all of his men to this hell, like literally going to hell.
Literally going to hell.
And what would they do if they found-
We're literally going to hell.
You know, like what would they do if they found it? Like, oh, found. Like Jimmy doesn't even know why he's here,
No, exactly.
right? So,
Oh wow, what is
gonna
this?
want to be
It's so-
expanding.
Definitely, that's fun.
So that's actually not great. Not gonna lie. That being said, I will note we're beginning to see characters from the first.
Our forces are under attack.
So the fun thing about
Wow. Okay, this is not good.
yeah, the Zerglings against no, those don't attack.
Well, they do now.
They do now. No, don't. Seriously, don't. Those are flying casters. So they have one spell right now, which is Spawn Broodling,
Oh.
which you will click on an enemy unit, and it will burst and disgorge 2 Zergling type creatures that will attack everything nearby. Terrific.
I need a spawning pool real bad.
Sure do. Sure do, man. That is if you want Zerglings. Don't put that in your mineral line.
I only have 7 minutes. This goes actually. This is one of the ones where like maybe I don't want it to go full speed because I might lose.
Oh, yeah, you can slow it down if you want.
Spawn Zergling, you said?
Nope. Oh, so never mind. We don't have that. We have Parasite.
Okay.
Click on the queen again. Okay.
Require more.
Okay, queen.
Just look, what's the ability you do it?
Oh, Parasite.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what that is. To the booklet.
All right.
I believe it just attaches something.
We require more
Oh
minerals.
gosh, yeah, we don't have a mineral pool.
Require more minerals.
Yeah, this mission seems kind of tough. I'm not gonna lie. Assuming there's some big attack coming in about 3 minutes. I'm not.
Well, you don't have to defend that way.
I know. I'm just not. I mean, this is my force.
Yep. That is. Queen S1. I hear things. I think you lost.
And that's it. Alright, that was You know, we're just gonna go sunken colonies.
So unhelpful. Parasite. Until removed, a unit dead. Yeah.
Require more minerals.
So, your queen's parasite gives you line of sight on that unit. Permanently.
Oh, interesting.
Spawn broodlings, like I said, is an insta-kill, and it spawns 2 broodlings out of an enemy unit.
Okay.
But you have to upgrade that from the queen's nest, which you don't have. Or the queen lair? Queen something. Found so many creative phrases for Zerg buildings.
Alright, we got a little bit more minerals going. I'm just going to try to build a bunch of tons of colonies, basically.
Cool.
That's how I plan to survive
They
this.
seem pretty good.
Require more minerals.
Got a couple Zerg ones there, too. I feel like this 3 minutes is not going to be the... Like, because you're almost done here. You know? Like... I feel like this isn't going to be the end of the mission, is it?
Probably not. That seems like it would be a little fast.
Require more minerals.
You got some drones to pop.
Require more minerals.
Boom, 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 boom.
Require more minerals.
Now you're doing great.
Seriously, what the fuck? Roll it. Oh, there's another drone right there.
Require more
Bombs that you don't have. Don't have the mines. Oh, it's so fun to mine. Close the drones. Oh, dropship.
Right now we're totally screwed, right?
No. Why do you be totally screwed?
Oh, because they haven't dropped anything yet. Yeah. I just know the Sun Colonies can target them.
Right.
Our forces are under attack.
Sunken's can't. Spore colonies. You're gonna need more than that.
Wait, can they not attack?
Yeah.
Why not?
Because they're casters. Do you have any hydralisks?
Nope.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow, they're up here too.
That might be TP. You can survive for another 120 seconds. Or 80 seconds. And I think you actually can. Oh, never mind. Wow. That was oddly punishing. Just keep him off the chrysalis. Oh my god, you held.
Wow, I guess the colonies worked.
And just not doing sunkins.
More minerals.
Sink that colony.
Cool, okay. I don't know how that happened.
You made 2 eggs worth of zircons.
Crystals is opening!
Do not allow any Terrans near it.
Not even the really hot ones. It might see them and grow jealous. Alrighty. It's gonna open.
It's not good
It's gonna be a butterfly. I feel like this isn't the end of the mission, but I guess it is. It's a weird mission, man. Oh, God. Yes.
Arise, my daughter. Arise.
again.
Yeah, your will, Father. I live to serve. Let all who oppose the Overmind feel
I
the
would not
wrath
know
of the
what that is.
swarm.
Well done, Seraph. What I have wrought this day shall be the undoing of my enemies.
Oh, now do we have to kill everything?
Will survive.
I bet we
What?
do.
That's insane. It is. Yes, they have to kill everyone.
Mother of God. Kerrigan, what have they done to you?
Is Kerrigan Heroes of the Storm character?
Infest or destroy Rainer's command center. Kerrigan will survive.
Okay.
Wow. Wait, go click on Kerrigan.
Hold on, I gotta build another sunken colony.
See, yeah.
Okay.
Click on Kerrigan.
I'm
Check out this. Alright. Pretty creepy.
Uh-huh.
Woo! That's so much worse. That is actually legitimately terrifying.
That
Right? That's
is-
like actually scary. This is like, ooh, she used to be hot, but she's kind of scary.
Scary hot.
What? Look at her stats here.
250.
Holy monkey!
A lot of damage.
Yes, that's very. Oh, she has spells too. Oh, she can cloak, and she has ensnare, and she has consume. Wow. Okay. Well. So cloak. Whoa. Nice. Sick. Watch her health. Ensnare will AOE cannot move. Consume is destroy your own units to get energy back, and then obviously she has cloak as well.
Wow.
Only has 400 health. And does she
Okay.
have any armor?
So now let's get serious about actually, you know, like trying to win this thing instead of just surviving.
Yep, you want another hatch up there, and just drone the heck up, man.
Drone out, boys.
Drone until you can't drone no more. I knew that wasn't the whole mission. I was like, that's a big moment, man. We got Kerrigan. Oh, this is Kerrigan.
So control of Kerrigan seems to be important to the Zerg.
Yes.
Like you said.
Father. She calls it father. That's weird. She called him father when she wrote that.
Oh, she did.
I just want to see what Kerrigan looks like. Oh wow.
Yes,
Possible to
Cerebrate.
recognize.
Infested Kerrigan, that's what they specify.
Yeah, that was what she went by for a very, very long time.
Alright.
So now we have new. So I was talking about this before. The characters, establishing characters is always the first part of the story.
Right.
But characters have to be in weird, uncomfortable situations for it to be fun. So obviously, there's mini arcs in terms of we had the mini Terran campaign arc. Characters had a little bit of an arc, some more than others. We saw them in different situations, got to learn who they are. Now we get to throw them into that bigger world of the second campaign arc, like you were talking about, being able to expand out. Now we have more lore, more things we have happening.
Right.
I would actually maintain too that this second, the Zerg campaign particularly. Remember I was talking about density of storytelling per mission, and how that was going to be very different in StarCraft 1 and 2. So far in 2, you can pretty much sum up all the Zerg story that we've gotten as
Oh my gosh. What are they defending against?
queens. So you can either destroy or infest the command center, and your queens have an ability called Infest Command Center,
Okay.
which I'm pretty sure you should go up to it and click on it, and then you have an infest. Actually, no, like it can't be right. It's got to be something harder than that. Otherwise, it'd be easy to snipe command centers in multiplayer. But then you can build infested Terrans out of an infested command center, and those are just walking bombs. So I guess that's why it was so. Oh, that's a lot of fire bats.
Oh, what you guys doing?
Might burn some Zerg later. Feeling cute, might burn some later. Are you still mining gas out of that? No, all your drones are dead. You're not doing any gas.
We are now.
Not anymore.
Alright, I might be good on drones
No.
here. Pretty soon.
I'd say you're like halfway, maybe.
I don't have to build a giant Uber army, I just have to destroy their command center.
That's true. That's a good point. That's a good point. I play all of these missions as kill everything on the map, and upgrade everything, and use all of your shit.
Use all the shit.
All the shit.
Alright.
Yeah.
So...
You can infest. You can build a crap ton of queens.
Yeah, how do we build queens?
That will be over on the advanced buildings. You need a queen's nest.
Which requires a layer.
Sure does.
Which requires...
Nothing.
Where's a layer?
As an upgrade to your hatchery.
It's not hatchery. I put it on there to build another hatchery.
Third hatch. You can't really support. You might be able to support it.
Require more minerals.
You'll need more drones to support a third hatch. Otherwise, you won't be able to do piggers fast enough. How's Kerrigan doing on health? How fast is she doing?
Require more minerals.
I think she's at full. I also probably should have her on a hotkey, huh?
Yeah, maybe.
Cerebrate.
Oh no, wow, she's still regenerating.
Yes, Cerebrate. I wonder if consume. Go consume a Zergling.
Right way.
Energy, not
Just energy? Okay.
Bold move.
Huh. Yeah, well, and you gotta be careful with her. 400, that's what, like a... What has 400 health? Battle cruiser?
Yeah.
Cattle cruiser?
Yeah, alright, so...
Love the long, stretchy guitars. Not stretchy. Stretchy notes. Guitars are not stretchy. But the
stretchy guitar.
and very evocative of the 80s. That high, screechy. Love the Zerg music too, right? It's all same instruments, different feel.
Alright, I want mutalisks.
The Aspire.
We do have a layer. So now we can build...
Aspire. And Mutalisks. So much easier. God, supply depots are the worst, man. I hate supply depots. So much nicer to just build floating
To be able to move
blimps
around like that.
and yeah, move them, and to have them not worry about base management at all. Like, I guess the handoff is supposed to be, well, you need creep for Zerg, but like it's so much easier to build creep colonies, and creep colonies are always useful to be able to turn into sunken Zerg spores.
Right. Queen's Nest. And you are going to build a Spire.
Yeah, advance. Spire will have your damage and armor upgrades for air units. Your Evo Chamber, of course, will have that for all your ground units. So Zerg tech tree is a little bit more simplified. You just have the air unit upgrades and the ground unit upgrades, as opposed to vehicles and infantry and ships.
And chips.
Blah, 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 blah. That's another thing. Yeah.
Okay, so we need those things.
If you want upgrades for your ground units, or to build spore colonies, you'll need,
Yes, which I think we will need.
we'll need those. So anyway, big plot point in this one, obviously, Kerrigan is here,
really?
and Jimmy is. So that's kind of what I was saying. Was opening up a little bit into the larger world. Queens are just as expensive as Mutalisks. Yeah. But they have no attack. Are they detectors? Detectors. Once all these guys die.
Check to see if they're detectors.
They're not. Wow, really? They just infest command centers and can get line of sight at base? That's horrible. It's so bad. You only got 2 on gas, you can put a 3rd in there.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I thought I was. I gotta have idle worker somewhere. You look idle. Okay, so we really want what missile attack? Carapace. We need to survive long enough to infest the command center.
This is for ground units.
Oh,
So Spire will have all of your upgrades.
for air.
Yes.
I'm working on it. All right.
I'm working here. That was
We
bad.
have a mutalisk.
One and a Mutalisk.
So, yeah.
And a Mutalisk. But we have a Kerrigan.
Let's see
Oh,
what
look,
else
lava.
on this map. Well, it'd be nice if it was just lava. Right? We don't have to worry about attacks coming over here.
I think they're dropping on you. Is there any way to get... Is there a land bridge? Oh, there is. Okay.
I think they're flexing on me.
It might just drop.
Just this. Wow, okay, yeah. They have to drop.
Cool. That's probably why they have so much anti-air defense.
Oh, what is this? Is this open base, potentially?
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Another geyser at least. Yep.
Yeah,
And...
these are established
Yeah, you might want that.
And then does this one have a nice?
Nope.
It's nice and
No, you
defensible.
drop the balls out of that, though. You get that second base up.
Yeah.
Boy, you get that second base up right quick.
You go inside.
Nope, you have to upgrade it. Remember?
Upgrade it
Yep.
in the spire.
At the lair.
There.
Hatchery. Big hatchery. Ventral settings. There you go.
Cool.
You might be able to actually put a 4th in gas there. You can try it. It'll help them out. You got a lot of queens. If you're gonna use queens, I would invest in them at the queen's nest and get more abilities to use their energy.
Yeah, I'll get there. How many gas right now?
Oh my god. What the frick did you just click on that made that noise? Click on the queen's nest.
Yeah.
No, click on the circling speed.
Yeah, gas is definitely working, but this looks exciting.
Excited. I feel excited.
And
Mutalisks are really gas heavy. They're harder and harder.
I
So.
know. If we need some, we're gonna hold that position because I feel like I'm gonna aggro them. So soon as they show up.
If you go over there.
Yeah.
I think you can build the Zerg. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess if they're gonna... Depends on what they're gonna do. If they're gonna drop on you, then...
Okay, so can I pick people up with him yet? Not yet.
Is the lair research done? Nope.
But we can at least go patrol. So only have one Mutalisk?
No, you have 3.
Oh, there we go.
It's not true. You have 3 Mutalisks.
Ah, well, at least
People
I can
say that there are no good kittens. It's not true.
there are 3 good
Is that? Can you? Oh, nice. Do that. Definitely do that. Do that all day long. Oh, not pull back. Pull back.
It was such a good idea. And now I'm back.
Are they walking over the lava? Can you do that?
Yeah.
What? Since when?
Into the Mutalisks den, as they say. Alright, so we want to go to the Queen's Lair and get upgrades.
Well, you don't have to. I would just if you're gonna use queens, you build like 6 of them.
Yes. So, which of these are good?
So it depends. All of them, kind of. The Broodling, like I said, that one is an insta-kill on a unit. It spawns 2 Zerglings, basically.
Oh, dang.
And then the Ensnare is a big AoE, stop everything from moving, so that's really good for, you know, ranged units. You can snare stuff, and then that'll take a lot of control, though. And then the last one is just more queen energy, So.
Okay. We're going to send the mutas over here, and we're going to try to take this base. Babies.
Wait, so the lava is not impassable? Huh?
No. Wait.
There's just no ramps on this?
Nope. Did not invest in the Overlord's speed.
Yeah.
I want to do that.
Might finish before your Overlord gets there.
How much is it improvement?
Oh, a lot. It makes it like as fast as like a dropship almost.
Oh my gosh.
Like a Mutalisk. Maybe a little bit slower than a Mutalisk. Make it way too expensive. It's 150, which is a level 2 upgrade. Which is insane.
Yeah.
Pretty sure in Starcraft 2 it was like 50.
What was I attacking?
Yeah, you got pissed at a Ragnarstar?
Can that happen? No.
Your word.
Can this intercept air?
No. Cannot do it.
They are
Still
cool.
cannot attack enemies. Just casters. They seem not good.
Alright, so we're dropping. Oh gosh, alright, we're dropping.
There we go.
Cool, so now we build a hatchery. What else are we doing? We're doing fine.
I put down an extractor actually and started doing gas, right?
Yeah.
My guess is they'll begin dropping this base. Wow, that's a large piece of the screen.
This?
Yeah!
I know.
That's how big that effect. Go back. No, sorry. Go back to it. That was the same thing, but still. It's gigantic.
It is a lot.
It's bigger than the hive, or the hatchery.
Significantly. I'm not really sure why either.
And it's had to cover the size of the geyser rings.
Alright, we got the movement for overlords.
Like a day.
Energy for the queen. We're gonna start building more mutas.
Our forces are under attack.
What the heck are you doing? Can't do this to yourself.
That seemed,
Our forces are
Oh, I see what it did. It got pulled.
Yeah.
It attacked a dropship that was coming over here.
under attack.
Double click is always so difficult. No one made it so finicky, or why it is so finicky. Luckily, we have infested carrier.
Okay, What's happening over here?
Right.
Bad thing.
The Hive Cluster is under attack.
Over and Overlord and Kissing Fluids.
We get more workers. We immediately want to make a colossus creep.
Yep, creep.
Colony, you get mine. Build more.
I would shore up the.
Yeah, gas is still the issue, isn't it? What you doing?
I see how long it took you to respond.
Alright, so we definitely want to still be patrolling this for dropships.
Yeah, I mean, they're just gonna drop once you get there, so. But,
Like,
give you a little bit of time.
Actually, we're getting a decent number of mutants, so we might actually be able to take a dropship.
That's good. Do you have 3 on gas right now?
No, not yet.
You can actually probably get 4 in there because you're further away.
Wow, yeah, my overloads move considerably faster.
Okay, maybe it's not Beetle's speed, but. It's quick. It's nice. It's a nice jaunty pace. You know?
It's jaunty.
There's
Set your overlords to jaunty. Whoa, wow, these guys. These freaking guys.
These nerds. Wow, really? You mined out that pitch? That's weird. You just doing Mutalisk?
Yep. Seems to be all there. Alright, so. And we've got lots of air upgrades, which is good.
You have. I think you just had 1-1, don't you?
Oh, you have 2 for.
2 carapace?
Yeah, 2 carapaces.
So, I think your game plan is literally building up Mutalisk to destroy the missile turrets, then bring in a queen to infest it.
Yep. We're like 12 queens in that case.
Yeah, you got a lot of queens.
Oh dear, there's a base there. Why is there a base there?
Oh, there. Hi, guys. They dropped 1 fire bat?
1 fire bat.
And
fire bat.
You got this, guys. My goose is cooked. That's from Starcraft.
Do they say that when they die?
They're getting attacked.
My goose is
cooked.
out of that goose.
It's a really weird delivery of that line. It's an uncomfortable one.
Kind of like all the sound effects from the episodes.
Really?
You don't remember that?
Does it sound? Oh, no, just the one. Just the one.
Just okay, fine. Just the one.
Just the one when the tree things would grab you in Duskwood Forest. Or whatever. God, yeah, remember? Because, yeah, God. That's so weird. We never had anything else make us make that noise, did we?
I mean, it's like a general. It's like when you get
Exertion?
sort of thing,
Okay.
Yeah. All right, we gotta build more. We gotta build another creep colony that can target land. It's not a colony.
A lot of minerals. How much gas is that?
How much gas? So
The Hive Cluster is under attack.
we don't have frick how they get through.
Our forces are under attack.
That could have been micro-fire. They were targeting 2 different units.
Mutalisk take a long time to kill Iron Man.
Our forces are under attack.
I love that Jimmy's like, oh no, they have character.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no, they have Kerrigan. Send 5 Marines at a time. Via dropship. Your other base is still under attack.
Overlord.
More like Underlord. Am I right?
Our forces are under attack.
Alright, it might be getting to be about that time to be attacked. What was that? I feel like
Why?
because we have a lot of resources, they keep coming faster. It's getting harder to sort of put all the holes. These mules. A new set of mutalisks in town.
I would advocate for putting a common rally point for all your hatcheries, so all your new units go to the same spot.
Yeah, seems like a good idea.
Or you're just doing the hockey thing, right? 5, 6, 7.
Here.
You got a drone and a zergling in there. Everyone wants to go and show something.
The real dicks.
The real dicks about that.
Creep wants to explore. Okay, so we got Zergling in here. This is my
You don't bother with the spore colony? Maybe do. Because they've been sending right. See if you can't get that last Spire upgrade too.
Okay, this does not feel like it's going to be enough to break through this.
Nope. 10 mutalisks?
Well, no, I've got 2 groups of mutalisks.
Oh, yeah, 2. Yeah, it should be. It might be.
Okay, should I start down south here and try to move up?
Yeah. Okay, probably not. Well, let's go. Let's take a look, see, shall we?
Let's go.
Send in some Overlord scouts if you like. Just one at a time, though. Be my, Oh, get vision for him. Maybe not. I don't know. It doesn't. You know, the best, but it'll help for. What do we already know? What do we have?
Supply depots.
Shit ton of Marines, right?
Probably.
I believe that's what it is. Wraith. I would say do not waste your time going south. Wraiths are going to be super efficient against you, too. I would say...
More scouting.
Let's just see what comes. There's missile turrets, which are easy enough. Double group of those will just, you know, take minimal damage from that.
Okay.
I would say...
Start there.
Maybe.
Maybe beachhead.
I'm worried.
What do you aggro the other one?
No, don't do that.
Our forces are under attack.
Ooh, fall back. Fall back.
Fall back, team.
I mean, you're gonna have plenty of production capability. You can keep on adding to your mutalisks. There you go.
More overlords.
Wow, you ran out of overlords.
Oh,
Good problem to have. You also have some more mutas right there.
yes. That's where the new ones go. Okay, so we want instead.
Probably more overlords.
Yeah, alright. So we established that was good. Let's see what this missiles are enough.
Take out stuff you don't need to take out. Like that.
You don't think I need to take that out?
No. Nope, run. So you got critical mass. I'd say 24 is pretty good. That'll kill things. Or you can do 3. I mean, you can do 3 groups. You got enough supply and you got enough resources. You want to do 36. I'll kill stuff.
Definitely will kill stuff. And then we got my queens. 6. Oh, these guys are just toast. Huh?
Toasted. Roasty,
Right,
toasty
what am I even
princess.
doing with all these
Roasty,
guys?
princess.
I mean, become a colony? Oh, I'm not gonna worry about that. Okay, we're doing pretty well, I think.
I believe you are doing just fine. I maxed out your mules groups.
Where you going, buddy? Alright. 1, 2, over here. And then the rest of you will become a new group. Guess we got 1, 2, 3.
Oh my god. You have 2 groups of 10, 1 group of 9.
Got a lot? Or you just don't like that I have
No, I
this
just don't like that
group?
they're not 12.
Okay, yeah. You couldn't tell what you were exclaiming about.
Oh. Yeah, no, that is the exclamation of the... How many minerals do you have left?
2800.
No, I mean,
Down here.
yeah.
Our forces are under attack.
What is happening, you guys?
They keep on getting
Why?
kited by the dropships. Guys, we talked about this. Are those queens just forever just like bouncing? Like I get we have idle animations. Mutalisks kind of make sense. They're just in there flapping. But like the queens are just like not even moving. They're just like on themselves. Like the old
Yeah, the investment of these sun colonies seem like a good thing.
yeah. They pay for themselves many a time.
Alright, cool. So we should be able to top off my troops. And be done.
If you want, that's not a really big deal. I don't care.
I don't even care.
What's up, chat? Nice! Hello, chat.
2.
No one watching. No one's ever watched.
Oh, that's not true. We have something.
Really? Like today?
Yeah.
Oh.
Insane. Alright.
The Hive Cluster is under attack.
Oh god. You make that sound really bad. Okay. Alright, we got our 3 groups. We got our queens on 6.
You look some Mutalisks down south again.
Our forces are under attack.
Well, they're not in a group. Oh my gosh.
Not any.
Alright, let's do this. I'm tired of being harassed.
Time's up. Let's do this.
Actually, these noodles do kind of remind me of that. The love instance they were in.
Oh, the that lower Blackrock Spire.
Yeah.
Not waste time on stuff. Target firing with Mutalisks is very effective. Got not attack as much.
What is happening?
You're being. Yeah, I think it's fine. Oh, you could have blown this up yourself. Oh wait, no, that's not the right one. Well. Or is that the right one?
That is very
Oh, it is the right one. Huh. Well, so then we built the queens.
Yeah, right. Okay.
See you, Jimmy.
Whew.
Is that really you?
Alright.
Didn't I just kill
To an
you?
extent. I'm far more than I once was, Jim. You shouldn't have come here.
You told me here.
I dreamed you were still alive, that somehow you were calling to me.
Yeah, well,
I was. While I was in the chrysalis, I instinctively reached out to you and Arcturus telepathically. Apparently, Arcturus sent Duke here to reclaim me.
no, didn't he?
But that was then.
Maybe he did.
I'm one of the Zerg now, and I like what I am. You can't imagine how this feels.
So, what? Are you gonna kill me
is certainly within my power, but you're not a threat to me, Jim. Be smart. Leave here now and never seek to confront the Zerg again.
Doesn't look like I had much choice.
Guess I'm just gonna be heartbroken.
So that's actually good. That's we get a new circumstance for a previous character, which is Kerrigan, and now they actually have some history and some interesting dialogue back and forth, which is Sarah admitting to liking the power, not wanting to change, offering Jim a way out
Right.
instead of killing him.
Yeah.
So obviously there's still something left of her.
Right.
She said, "I'm mostly Zerg, not all Zerg." And we have all of this in the context of the. I love the game just stops too. You know, like
Yeah.
it's so jerky, so jaunty, so. What did you say? Set your overlords to jaunt.
Yes.
See where this goes. Oh, nowhere. Former colonial militia. Just poor militia.
All right, that was a tough mission. I do feel like they're getting harder. Kerrigan, the newest and most powerful agent of the Overmind, has arisen from her embryonic chrysalis, but as her formidable powers are still not fully functional.
It's not entirely operational.
Kerrigan must now seek to unravel the ghost conditioning that keeps her powers in check. Once done, she will lead the Overmind's minions to complete domination over the unsuspecting Protons.
Correct.
Now, is Kerrigan a unit you can build in the Zerg?
No.
Sarah,
Nope.
You watched over me during my incubation.
Ugh,
and
you're
I am
terrifying.
grateful too. It is my wish that you continue your vigil, so that I might strengthen my powers to better aid the swarm.
So now we have.
I have been unable to access the totality of my latent powers, and as such, I would like to infiltrate a Terran science vessel and uncover the secrets of their abandoned ghost projects.
Yeah, it is much
If I can
worse.
learn more about their mental conditioning, I can undo the damage their tinkering scientists have done to my mind.
Though you be the favored servant of the Overmind, you would do well to remember that you are just a servant. You know of our grand mission, Kerrigan. Would you put your personal whims before the will of the Overmind?
Possibly.
Do not
Humans are
cross
really
me,
awful like
Zaz.
that.
I will do as I see fit, and not you or any other Cerebrit shall stand in my way.
Come on, Cerebrit.
Let her go, Zaz. The greatness of her spirit has been left to her, that the swarms might benefit from her fierce example. Fear not her designs, for she is bound to me as intimately as any Cerebrit. Truly, no Zerg can stray from my will, for all that you are lies wholly within me. Kerrigan is free to do as she desires.
By your will, Overmind. Cerebrit, you must see that she comes to no harm.
Weird.
So that was interesting, right? In terms of just story dissection. We have. I talked earlier about the problem of aliens and how hard it is to make them feel alien, and even with the Cerebrits, how I talked about the fact that they just kind of created characters, even though they were just kind of extensions or of a purpose, so they felt a little bit more alien. But now we have Kerrigan, who's just a human Zerg who becomes the main mouthpiece. But at this point, we still have Cerebrits, and we still have the Overmind. Now we have Kerrigan, so we got three kind of different sides of the Zerg. So that's at least interesting. Right? We have a very clear hierarchy.
Yeah.
We have some discussion about Kerrigan's role in the Swarm, and being not being under a specific Cerebrit,
Right.
having kind of this weird kind of third category that she's not Overmind nor Cerebrit,
Right.
but has and is obviously quite delighted in by the Overmind, as well as a level of self-awareness that the other Zerg don't have, right?
Right.
But she's still for all the Overmind. Last piece I would say is it's interesting in that we have a pre-briefing here that actually had a lot of lore or a lot of story, and that basically, in terms of like, if I were just to do bullet points of like what we learned there, it's like Sarah's role in Swarm, right? Like we got a better sense of what she's doing.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna do a whole mission to unlock her latent ghost powers, which is completely meaningless story-wise, right?
Right.
She just needs to become more powerful. or rather, I don't even know if we need to become no problem. They just need another mission to do.
Yeah.
Right. Like there's very little story content here.
Sure.
It's like they could have just not written. They could have written no latent ghost power whatsoever needed, and she's just at full power, and we keep on moving.
Yep.
But instead, we're gonna take this little side quest to do something that is entirely story unnecessary. So that's why when I talk about story density, that's what I talk about, or that's what I mean. Is that this mission is so far the Zerg campaign is very non-dense. It's
Right.
been
No, it hasn't. Not been a lot happening.
honestly not actually more about mission
Chrysalis,
6.
right? Yeah, this is like we protected this chrysalis. It finally hatched its Kerrigan.
Really, you could distill all the story down to it's Kerrigan, and then the Kerrigan's interaction with Jim, some of the Overmind stuff, and do a couple bullet points on what the Cerberus are. But other than that,
That's it.
not a whole ton. Now I will say the feel is great in terms of the creepy music and obviously all the Zerg stuff, and I love the voice acting is so good, and it does feel appropriately gross and slimy and othery,
Right.
and evil, or nasty. But in that regard, it feels very different than the Terran campaign. But you have these Terran characters from the first arc beginning to pop in here and there that are able to interact with the new ones, and that actually drives. You learn something new about each character when they interact with the new
You're
ones,
still
right?
learning about the Terran, even though it's a Zerg campaign.
Exactly. So you see more about. We already know who Jimmy is. Now Jimmy talks to Infested Kerrigan. Now you learn something more about Jimmy and Infested Kerrigan. So they play into each other, right? That's how good the story kind of builds and leapfrogs and combines.
But why don't we switch? You're going to be doing this next one.
All right, ready?
I think we've got time for one
One more?
Yeah.
I'm well. It always looks so good on camera when we switch. Yeah, it's great. When we start, wait, I'll wait. All right. What else can I talk about? I can talk about so many things. How are you doing, Watcher? Watcher on the internet. Xander, good to see you. What's up? How's it going? You're looking good today. You're looking oh so beautiful. That's the only person who's going to be watching, so I cannot give any more specific shout-outs. If you'd like to introduce yourself in the chat, please do so. Meanwhile, I get to sit here and listen to the laughs of delight at Mark's wife and my girlfriend as they laugh and talk and have any human interactions. I sit alone in a room talking to myself at a camera with creepy Zerg music. It's a good one. Let's see, what else we got? Yeah, it's so hard because I have so many of these big, huge, overarching thoughts about the story itself and kind of the meta-narrative that I've talked about. I'm trying to do it kind of in real time as we go, but it is slow going as well as not seeing the entirety of the arc. For people who do know StarCraft 2, this will probably be a little bit easier to watch. But it is harder to... I think the StarCraft 2 portion of the campaign, when we get there and get to play that, will be a lot more enjoyable, certainly for Mark, in terms of just some of the control scheme. I think the missions are more fun. And then we'll actually have the full catalog of StarCraft 1 lore to draw on to be able to begin actually doing the compare and contrast. Right now I can only kind of just describe what we see. And bring out some of these examples of things I think are good and things that I don't think are quite as good. But yeah, the Zerg campaign in StarCraft 1, I remember actually reading through, going through before we started this, I was going through in my mind as I was watching StarCraft 2's final campaign, Legacy of the Void, and I was going back through my head trying to, I long ago when I was a kid printed out, because I didn't own StarCraft, I printed out all of the stories, so the Wikipedia, the StarCraft wiki back in the day, had, every single mission, and I printed out, 20 pages of every single wiki page for the StarCraft 1 campaigns and read through them all, and so that's how I got the StarCraft 1 lore, because that was before the days of Let's Plays, really, and apparently before the days of me being able to purchase anything. So, yeah, when I was watching Legacy of the Void, I came back through and I was thinking about StarCraft 1, and actually I completely forgot the entirety of the Zerg campaign because I think it really is the most forgettable story-wise. I remembered exactly what happened to the Terran campaign, just kind of, again, like big, broad story arcs. I was trying to distill it down into what happened, and with the Zerg campaign I was like, I forgot that they put 5 missions into the Chrysalis before Kerrigan hatches, and that she drew Mensk and Jimmy to Char. And I totally forgot about this little subplot where she has to unlock her own superpowers again. I basically just remembered, hey, spoilers. At the end of this, they get to Ire. And that's the opening of the Protoss campaign. I remember the Protoss campaign. I actually remembered I think similarly the second act of Brood War, the Terran campaign in Brood War, the UED campaign is the weakest. Similarly, I remembered pretty well the Protoss, Dracuris missions, and then obviously the Kerrigan missions at the end. But the middle ones with UED are pretty much just taking over the galaxy, kind of. Or the sector, at least. So I think the second arc of both StarCraft 1 and Brood War's campaigns are the low points of the narrative.
Alright, let's do this.
I was reflecting, I believe the Zerg campaign is the weakest of the three in the original, and I believe the second campaign in Brood War is the weakest of the three as well.
Interesting. You think it's a second campaign thing, huh? Just a coincidence?
Maybe. I don't know if I would say Legacy of the Void or Heart of the Swarm is weaker, but... Alright, here we go. Time to unlock some ghost powers.
Serpent, take these, the deadliest of my minions. They shall aid you in your search.
Jeez, 20 plus 3 and 5 armor? Yikes. Can Marines even hurt these guys? Must do. Oh my god, look. Whoa! That's some
I guess not.
40k shit right there, man. That's awesome. That's fantastic. Love it. Can I control you guys? Yay! Oh, they ate everyone.
Oh, and they're 3/3s Zergling.
Wow, that is gruesome. What are these? You're supposed to be. What do you think that was? I'm seeing like a
Battleship.
like a Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
All right, we got our hunter killers. Pretty dope.
What is it now?
Oh, good, an indoor mission. How much I love these.
Everyone loves a good indoor mission. You have some really upgraded Zerglings, though, so that's cool.
Yes, Separate.
Unauthorized entry detected.
Oh, you crossed the threshold.
Yes, Separate.
How did I get on here in the first place? Oh no! Oh shit! No, don't bother.
Yes, Separate.
It's a ghost! Eat it! Eat it immediately.
Yes, Separate.
I don't feel like those Zerglings are gonna last you forever.
Probably supposed to be using them 10. Honestly, actually, upgraded Zerglings seem pretty good. Some other hunter killer. Come on. Come on, buddy. Here we go. Here we go. There we go.
Can you get 100 killers in the multiplayer?
Nope. There's upgrade hydralisks.
Okay.
But no, they are not, they're not really in it. I think I only had 6 Zerglings, didn't I? I only lost
Yeah.
4. There's another... This looks suspiciously like a Jacobs installation.
You're right, it does.
Security cameras activated.
Why would that be a...
Yeah, why would you need
switch?
to activate them?
Okay.
Shouldn't security cameras just be on?
Supercomputer, yeah.
What is it now?
Supercomputer located in Sector 6. It's like they were not aware of where they kept their supercomputers.
I'm listening.
Oh, we're Zerg. We are murdering civilians, man. Heck yeah, we are. Oh yeah, go call for help. Queen of Blades, bitches.
Queen of Blades. Is that what Kerrigan's called?
Oh yeah, that'll be your eventual title.
I do find it strange that she no longer uses a gun. Yeah.
Uses a gun.
Yeah.
So she's got these dope ass.
Purely melee.
She's got her like talons on the back.
Oh yeah, no, I mean she's very cool. It's just strange that she was a
No, Mark.
sniper in her previous life, and
It's
now
not
she's
weird.
Not. Okay.
This is normal. No, I know what you mean. It's actually a problem that they'll kind of address in StarCraft 2. The Zerg campaign.
Gold move.
Special stuff. Get the Lophosaurus.
Right.
Wow. Not going nearly as well.
Yeah, they might want to go up there. They have a pretty good position.
Time to
up
cloak.
You can't get up there.
Yeah, I'm sure I can. Nope. Don't think I can actually. Mark, I cannot get up there.
I thought maybe you couldn't get up there.
What is it now? Yes, Separate. Yes,
Your will
Separate.
be done, sir.
What is it now?
Oh, stop that. Stop it. Leave us alone.
Yes, Cerebrate.
Oh my god. Holy crap. Run! Run!
Yes, Cerebrate.
Keep you.
Is it supposed to be just Kerrigan at the end of this? Because I feel like it's just going to be
That
Kerrigan.
is the direction we're going.
An SUV?
Screw you. So, do I go this way or do I go towards the actual objective? I'm feeling
Like, there's only one
the
option.
only way I can go. That's how I feel. Bro, let's see here. So how much are you gonna regen? Like 1, 2.
Yeah, looks like...
Is that fast? No. Like the same. Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Oh, I'm listening.
A bold move.
God, you're terrifying.
All right.
Like, they really did a good job of that, didn't they?
Yeah.
Different, man.
Oh yeah, they totally... I wonder if they, like, did they
Like-
go in a different art direction for Brood War or something?
No.
Because I've seen pictures like that even outside of...
This one?
Yeah, well, yeah, even outside of the remaster. Like,
This
so,
one?
Yeah.
This is her Starcraft 2 design,
Okay. Maybe that's where...
My way.
probably. If you saw her in Hots, it's gonna be a lot
Yes,
closer to that.
Cerebrate.
Can she consume those civilians?
Nope.
Civilians are dead.
I mean, she's at full energy anyway.
Good point.
Alright, I'm just gonna have Sarah do this guy.
Forces are under attack.
My way.
This is probably how you're supposed to be doing this mission.
Probably. But the honeycombs are so cool. Do they have any detectors anywhere?
My way. Bold move.
Why did they even give me these?
I'm listening.
She's also like slightly British now. No. Oh no! That's a lot of people.
Are those detectors then?
Apparently.
All right.
Can we go around this way? Oh, we can kill everything that shot us the first time.
Bold move.
No?
A bowl moves.
Was that her original? I feel like it's legitimately different voice actors. I had those Zerglings back to consume. That's probably why I had the Zerglings.
Just for her to consume?
Probably. Alright, here we go. Am I really supposed to do this?
Oh, it seems to be working.
I know, I'm half health though.
My way. All right.
Yeah,
Phil
got
Collins
those,
right there.
Yeah, exactly. Get those rototoms.
My way.
Can I consume you guys?
All right.
Kinda wanna let you out.
They ain't so tough. These critters bleed just like
Don't-
Oh, you can free more Zergs.
Touch! Son. Run! Run, my children!
What is it now?
No, thank you.
My way.
Got a sick sicko.
All right.
Just shoots animals. Oh, prison doors.
Are those 3 threes as well?
I assume so. I don't see why not. Sure. I don't think the game can actually have Zerglings of the same faction, you know, units of the same.
With different levels.
Nope. They just kill everything. With, yeah, different level top grades.
That's a good point. Sure. Hunter killers.
What is it now?
Good news, everyone. North and South Dakota decided to put aside their differences and become one big Dakota.
All right.
What is that?
That is Fairly Odd Parents,
Oh my
where Timmy wishes that he's always right,
Uh-huh.
and he's asked in class how many states there are, and he says 49, and then the principal comes over the loudspeaker.
Oh my gosh.
What is it now?
How do you want energy? Yeah, should I conceal?
All right.
Nah. Zerglings. First, and then when Kerrigan has time to regen her energy and health, 'cause that's important.
Health. It's important.
Health.
Yes,
I consume you.
Cerebrate.
Nope.
Yes, we friendly.
It's not friendly.
You can't just not be. You can't just be not friendly. That's the
Oh
right.
my god!
Oh, dude,
I'm definitely
you
not supposed to do
gotta
this.
pull it back.
Yeah,
Pull it back.
I know. I just really want to kill him.
What is it now? On my way.
Do you think they're gonna distract you?
Probably.
A bold move.
Yep, looks like it.
On my way.
Go away. Alrighty, so obviously we're missing something.
I'm listening.
Maybe you gotta free more guys.
There's no more guys to
More
free,
boys.
Mark. But to Mark. Where should I go?
over there.
And just release the Ragnosaurs on him. Or just win.
Don't wreck. It's
Really, right now? Lose more? Feel better. Well, do we really just have to... Did I mess up? We miss a, oh, we explored everywhere, didn't we?
thought so. I thought you'd been pretty thorough about this.
Yep, we're all going.
What is it now?
Not deserved.
What kind of abilities does she have that might help her out with this?
Some snares.
Celebrate.
So
Stop
maybe
people from moving.
maybe an ensnare.
No.
All right, cool.
No, it'll just stop them from moving. Attack!
Okay.
Bold move.
Yep, there we go.
All right. A bold move.
Bold move to walk that way. Hey, that's what those things used to be.
Ah.
Does not look like Mickey Mouse.
Right.
Super wrong. Door is locked.
A bold move.
It's a bold move.
If only there was a supercomputer.
Right.
These guys heal really fast too. 100 gold.
Bold
Yeah.
move. On my way.
Maybe we should just make a bunch of these. You know the whole thing. Oh, that's a lot. Nope, 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 nope. Run!
Oh, you could
I'm
immobilize.
just gonna. I'm just gonna.
What is it now?
I like Pokemon too much.
Right.
No detection.
On my way.
Boom!
What is it now?
Oh, that was important.
Right.
It does. A nuke. By the way, this is one of the science vessels. You know the hello, Commander.
This is inside of it.
Yeah, it's inside a science
Oh
vessel.
gosh, man! I didn't know you could put Marines and SCVs inside of science.
Gigantic, isn't it?
Bold.
Remember the problem with indoor missions I talked about?
Yeah.
My way.
This is it. My guys are fully healed. Already.
What is it now? On my way.
Yeah, it's weird that she doesn't have any or any ranged anything anymore.
What is it now? A bold move.
See ya.
All right.
You'll never make it out of here alive, bitch.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you may be right about that. Really hope this dies. And really hope this dies. And we're gonna survive. We are. Cool.
A bold move.
It's a pretty good ambush. Not gonna lie.
Well, considering it was just you, they must have expected you to be leading with just her.
I think I was supposed to have my hunter killers actually. What's this do?
Security cameras
Again?
activated.
Stop activating security. Wait, somewhere. Okay. Well, let's turn on another security camera, shall we? Oh, let's unlock all the doors.
All doors. That
doors.
seems like an important button to have.
Yep, that seems
Just
that seems a little bit
undo security.
Yeah.
Stop. Hit the stop button.
I'm gonna check the frick out of this door. I'll tell you that much.
What is it now?
What is it now?
Decloak, please.
I'm listening.
You're always ordering me
On
around,
my
Gray.
way. All right.
Tired of it.
Women, am I right?
Bold move.
Oh God, no.
Oh God!
Snared. Ah, see. Oh wait, that didn't snare. Why did that unsnare them? Did I not ensnare them? I ensnared them, didn't I? see me
Oh,
hidden
you
snare?
did, yeah.
Did I hidden snare?
The missile turret up there.
Not anymore.
Alright, you gotta get that thing with all the pillars around it. That looks pretty tempting.
Why do they have teleporting technology again in Terran things? And they don't use it ever? They make it out to be like Zerg or the Protoss or like the other teleporters.
Yeah, that is strange.
Easter eggs. Not even a little bit? Not even one? Alright.
Teleportation field activated.
Oh, we're not done yet.
Yes, Separate.
Pew pew.
Right.
Oh, was that tank? Oh, it was
Forward move. On my way.
What is she doing? She's like whipping out her...
Yeah.
But she's like hitting with her hands, you know?
Can't quite figure out what she does either.
Maybe there's a lot. It's really scary, actually. It's like scarier when she does that. Yeah.
Spoopy.
I'm spooked! Too spoopy 5 me. It's funny how certain things work, because you can't see her talons as well in this mode, you know? So when they like splay out when she attacks, it's like, oh frick, she's like a weird Zerg thing. But in this one, it looks a lot less surprising when the talons come out.
Oh, look at all the marines to the northeast.
Where?
Near
Not three.
3.
Oh, I'm not close. Okay. Alright, for a little bit here.
On my way.
So much cooler. Wait, why did we go over here again?
It's the next part of the level, Greg.
It's much a longer level than the Jacobs installation was.
Yeah.
Like, frick.
Forward move.
So we just teleported there, right? Oh, we're just trying to get here. Oh, good.
All right. Forward move.
Shoot her!
My way. All right.
I have her cloak.
Forward move.
No.
Yes, Separate.
Oh no, we're out of anything. That's not good. How fast do you recharge this? What if you can... I don't want to consume. Do I want to consume? Should I consume?
Does consume give you health? No, it doesn't.
No, it does not. Now we... Attack. Taking a prisoner. Him. That. That. And we won. Didn't even need the energy.
Downloading files.
To
Carrot.
what?
Separate.
To brain.
The records I sought. We have everything we need here.
Thank God.
So now she's gonna get another ability in the bottom right.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
That's,
I hadn't thought of that.
that's what you should do. You're unlocking secret ghost powers.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Special demolition squad. Demolition of compromised vessel. Ah yes, this one. This is another entirely unnecessary cutscene. At least the Kerrigan one was like story.
Yeah, no, that was like
relevant.
one
That
of the
was a cool
most story relevant ones we've had so far.
It was a good cutscene too. Clever, creepy,
Yeah.
evocative.
Evocative.
Man, remember how cool this would have looked in 1998?
Oh yeah, this would have been
It was,
crazy.
like, insane, like. I'm on the ship. Oh my God, it's
The call is coming from inside the house. Oh, here we go.
That was the best sound effect I could give for that.
Someone uncorking a wine bottle.
Yeah, right? Now, the ghosts look a lot less cool. Like this.
When they can't walk.
Marines still look alright. Sent 2 Marines and a ghost. Just killed like 100 people. That was nuke. It's a tiny nuke. So, don't we have battle cruisers? Can't we just like blow? Can't we just warp a battle cruiser in, Yamato this, and then run away? instead of bringing a handheld nuclear missile.
Yeah, but we get to see this guy lay down his life.
Yep. AK-47. So scared the crap out of me as a kid.
This whole scene did?
Yeah. Or would have. It was all so not kid-friendly.
Yeah.
Just amping sound effects in the back.
Oh, yeah.
They're very much trying to do Alien here. Like they are with most of the Terran and Zerg.
Thank God for cold fusion.
Okay, how would that work?
Yeah, I don't think that works.
Hey, are we really gonna blow this place?
Only if we see a Zerg.
Yeah, I got your Zerg right here.
So just kill us all, please.
Chris Benson. Oh my god! Jeez, man.
Wow.
That's... Why are you confused by this?
I don't understand. Is this place infested or something? Are there...
Should we nuke it? Someone bring in a nuke squad. Oh wait.
This is weird.
They're totally just doing it. Have you seen the original Alien?
Yeah, yeah. Very reminiscent.
The lighting. Oh, that's it. The Marines have grenade launchers. Got one. It gore when that guy's head got blown off. I love how Hydralisks and cutscenes never use their spines.
Yeah, that's pretty dark.
Dang, dude!
That's pretty freaking dark.
Not only was that dark, it was like, actually...
Feel that, Cerberus? The Protoss are here, on Char. They have been for some time.
Wait, are you like ghosty now?
Hiding. Protoss Commander, it was folly of you to come here. For I am Kerrigan, and I am Queen of the Zerg.
I know of you well, O Queen of the Zerg, for we have met before. I am Tassadar of the Templar. I remember your selfless exploits, defending humanity from the Zerg. Unfortunate it is to see that one who was once so honorable and full of life would succumb to the twisted wiles of the
I
Overmind.
prefer Twisted
Do not
Willies.
presume to judge me, Templar. You'll find my powers to be more than a match for yours. In fact, I sense that your vaunted power has diminished since last we met.
Mayhap, O Queen. Or is it only that I need not flaunt my power in such an infantile test of will?
Foolish Templar. Prepare your defenses. I will come for you soon.
It's Tassadar!
Yeah,
Tassadar! That's the
hey,
first time
Tassadar.
we've heard about him. He was the executor of the fleet, the Protoss fleet that's been here the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
But now we met him. Oh, Queen Zerg. Queen. Sweet! So,
Alright.
so... A little bit, let's see here, story-wise, what just happened there? Not much. Introduced to Tassadar, got to see him interact. Finally got to meet him, got to see him interact.
Right.
Get to understand, yeah, his power is a little bit lower than it was last time they met. It's also funny because they referenced when they met, but we didn't see that, right? The idea, I think, is when Kerrigan went down to New Gettysburg on Tarsonis and fought his Protoss there.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Remember that mission right before Kerrigan gets taken?
Right.
So I'm guessing that's what we're referring to, as well as mentioning that she was, it's just a little bit of nice character work. I think you used to be good, now you're bad.
Right, and she
You're
just does
honorable.
not
It seems,
care.
seems sad, and she's completely gone, right?
Doesn't seem like
No.
we're getting through to her at all.
That's something I really do enjoy, and this is something that's talked often about Kerrigan, is she's beloved character, the infested version, because she's just the I forget if it's, I think it actually might be in game, but she's eventually referred to as the queen bitch of the universe.
Whoa.
Which is, she's just so unrepentantly cool and evil and in your face about it, that it's I think it's cool. I think it's fun. So that's where we will leave it.
All right.
In full HD. And yeah, so story wise, we're almost. I mean, we'll probably finish Zerg next time, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
And we'll get on to the meaty Protoss stuff and get to see where the story takes us. And probably have more to say next time, hopefully.
Yeah.
Because this was a fairly story light little stretch.
Right. Yeah.
Other than I mean, the one big huge one that hey, it's Kerrigan.
And I really didn't know that this was going to be Kerrigan. So.
Did you feel suppressed?
I did.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool. Nice. That's good. Was it effective? We were like, yeah, you know her.
Yeah.
Shit.
No, it's like when she said Jimmy, I was like, oh,
Nice.
shoot, I guess it's Kerrigan.
Mm-hmm. I will say it does hurt from the problem of we barely knew who Kerrigan was, and
Right.
there's almost no relationship there. But
So it didn't feel like dun, like as I don't know,
As
it didn't
big
feel
as
as
good,
weighty
right.
because
Yeah.
it's like, well,
if you had a whole
Kerrigan,
game,
that person that I knew for 2 missions.
exactly.
kind
So
of.
if you had a whole game of Jim and Kerrigan together, and then at the very end of the game,
That
Kerrigan
would've
dies.
Yeah. That
Beginning of
would've been a
StarCraft
big
2 opens with Kerrigan coming out of the chrysalis.
That'd
That'd be a big deal,
Yeah,
right?
that would have been.
Where you think she was been dead for this whole time, and so yeah, it's interesting in terms of when they do campaigns, particularly when they move from race to race. It is accelerated a little bit as opposed to doing an entire game, and that is another thing. To be fair, StarCraft 2 does, which is they give an entire game worth of campaign to one race at a time.
One race, yeah.
So like the entirety of StarCraft 1 is just Wings of Liberty, and then so on and so forth.
So are the StarCraft 2 campaigns longer then?
Yeah. Yep. They're what? 21, 19, and well, not quite. They're about 2/3 of the one of these then, because let's see here. The Terran campaign here is what, 10 missions?
Yep.
Yeah, 10. Zerg, what are we at? 6? This will
Probably-
probably be about
probably
10. So it'll be about 30 missions would be my
Right,
guess
so it's
for a full
slightly
campaign.
shorter.
And so it's about 2/3 would be my guess for the. I think Heart of the Swarm's 19, Wings of Liberty's 21, and 20 I think for
Boy.
Legacy of the Boy. And I think Brood War as a whole is actually shorter. I think Brood War is like 6 or 7 missions as opposed to 10 per thing. Also, never pictured the Terran guns like that ever.
No.
No, not even a little bit. Did you?
What do they look in the other one? Oh.
You know? I never put together that was like supposed to be a grenade
Second
launcher.
barrel, yeah, or yeah, a launcher of some sort.
Look how much lamer the Protoss look too.
You just kind of
Look at his little tiny blades that barely go past his hand. How's this?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
yeah,
Oh,
way cooler.
shoulder pads for days.
The other version, he kind of looks like an old guy with swords on his wrists.
Yeah, or confused. He doesn't exactly know where he's. How's the Hydralisk? That's pretty good actually. Drilling a little bit, big old blades. I always thought that the blades were super not like. Look how much of it's just design is head and spine,
Right.
and then it's got these tiny little claws in front, like a little bit T-Rexy.
Mhm.
Let's see here. Where's this Hydralisk?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at all that.
Look at all that blade.
All that. That's better. Alrighty, well.
All right. Well, we'll call it a night.
GG.
Tune in next time.
Bye bye.
We're playing Zerg.
It's always play so